Hello everyone. Welcome back to this channel. On this occasion, we're once again going to discuss several leaks that I've managed to find and that I think are quite interesting to talk about. As usual, this information comes from sources that are considered fairly credible. But before we get into the discussion, running out of Stellar Jade and Honkai starrail? Don't worry, there's a more budget-friendly solution. Now you can top up in-game safely, quickly, and at a lower price through U7 Buy. And it's not just Honkai starrail, other games are available too, all in one place. Still not sure? No problem. You can check U7 Buy's reviews directly on Trustpilot, so it's transparent and trustworthy. For comparison, 80 oniric shards cost around $100 in the official store, but on U7 Buy, it's much cheaper. The process is also instant. Just select your server, enter your UID, and the balance is delivered straight to your account, no hassle. Don't forget to use code BOOM for a 5% discount. And if you spend $80 per month on U7 Buy, you can even get the Express Supply Pass for just 1 cent. Yeah, it's basically free. Click the link in my description or pinned comment to visit U7 Buy. Alright, now let's move on to the main topic. Previously, we discussed a preset team composition for Evanescia, and this time we'll be touching on something quite similar, the potential team for Silverwolf SP, who is rumored to be the anniversary character as well as the first main push character of version 4.x. This initial information comes from a source known as SB Leaks. Some of you may be hearing this name for the first time, and honestly, I myself can't fully confirm their track record yet. However, what makes this interesting is that their post is related to Anon Leaks. So, some time ago, SB Leaks shared information regarding what they claimed to be Silverwolf SP's team composition. In their post, they stated that the team would consist of Silverwolf SP, EMC, Nihilex, and Pearl, with a note that Sparkle could potentially replace one of the slots. However, they also emphasized that there was no guarantee of the authenticity of this information, and this is a very important point to underline. If we look at this more closely, the composition mentioned cannot really be categorized as a preset team. The reason is simple. At the version being discussed, Nihilex and Pearl have not even been released yet. This means the team is better viewed as a premium or ideal long-term team rather than a realistic composition that can be used immediately when Silverwolf SP first launches. Interestingly, not long after this information spread, Anon Leaks responded quite firmly. In their post, Anon stated that the claim from SB Leaks was fake. Unfortunately, while denying it, Anon did not provide an alternative preset team composition for Silverwolf SP. Even though there is no clarity regarding the team composition, Anon Leaks did share a very crucial piece of Silverwolf SP's kit. In a post from a few days ago, Anon mentioned that Silverwolf SP charges her ultimate when allies gain punchline, and importantly, fixed punchline generated from extra AHA does not count. This mechanic has major implications for character synergy. If fixed punchline from extra AHA does not contribute to Silverwolf SP's ultimate charge, then Yaoguang's ultimate effect, which grants a fixed 20 punchline, will not be counted. So if you were hoping that Yaoguang's ultimate could instantly charge Silverwolf SP's ultimate, you may end up disappointed. That said, this does not mean Yaoguang becomes bad or useless. The damage scaling from elation mechanics will still be strong. Additionally, Yaoguang's skill and ultimate that generate 5 punchline, as well as her basic attack, can still charge Silverwolf SP's ultimate. However, Yaoguang's biggest strength, the instant 20 punchline, essentially becomes wasted in this specific interaction. Once again, this does not mean Yaoguang is bad or unusable. This distinction is very important, because players often confuse not optimal with not viable, when those are two very different things. When we look at this kit interaction, the information we have is already more than enough to logically speculate about who would be the best partner for Silverwolf SP at launch. Given that her mechanics heavily depend on punchline frequency, a rather interesting conclusion emerges. Yaoguang does not seem to be the best in-slot partner for Silverwolf SP. Instead, the character with greater potential in that role appears to be Sparxie. Why Sparxie? Because as we all know, Sparxie can generate punchline far more consistently and rapidly through her enhanced skill mechanics. She can trigger punchline repeatedly in a short amount of time, which would naturally allow Silverwolf SP to use her ultimate much more frequently. If we try to make a rough prediction of the most reasonable team, it would likely consist of Silverwolf SP, EMC, and Sparxie. As for the sustained slot, it is still unclear. However, there is a strong possibility that a character like Yaoguang may not be a good fit here. This is because Silverwolf SP's ultimate charging does not rely on energy regeneration, but rather on punchline-based charge mechanics. Additionally, it is possible that EMC's slot could later be replaced by Yaoguang. Some of you might be wondering how to deal with Sparxie's extremely high skill point consumption, especially if Sparkle OG is not included in the team. The answer most likely lies in Sparxie's second trace. Yes, this trace introduces a unique mechanic called drill. Simply put, drill functions as a reserve or extra pool of skill points specifically for Sparxie. If you have 3 elation path characters in the same team, Sparxie will gain 4 drill after using her ultimate. However, to obtain all 4 drill stacks, you must have 3 elation characters. If you only have 1 or 2 elation characters, she will only gain 1 drill. So in theory, this should help alleviate skill point issues even without Sparkle OG, maybe. Of course, we still need to see real gameplay to be sure, but it does seem like it could help. We also haven't seen the full kits of EMC or Silverwolf SP yet. It's entirely possible that one of them also has the ability to generate additional skill points to support Sparxie's needs. And remember, this is all just speculation based on what Anon Leaks said about how Silverwolf SP's ultimate works. There is a high chance that these predictions could be wrong, but it's still very hard to imagine EMC not being included in an anniversary team. That said, if we look back at the 2.x patch pattern, Trailblazer didn't synergize particularly well with the anniversary character, but instead became extremely strong alongside the next main push character, which was Firefly. So in short, if you want the best in-slot team for Evanescia, you pull Yaoguang and skip Sparxie. If you want the best team for Silverwolf SP, you pull Sparxie and skip Yaoguang. Unless you really love Sparxie's design and want to play her as a main DPS, in that case, pulling both might be necessary because you'll need Yaoguang's buffs. Outside of that scenario, holding back is probably the best decision for now. And maybe, like me, you can just wait patiently for Beta 4.2 to begin, especially since Beta 4.2 will start while the 4.0 banners are still running. That concludes today's discussion. What are your thoughts on these latest leaks? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments, and don't forget to share this information with your friends who also play Honkai Star Rail. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss future updates and discussions. See you in the next update.